All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Stoic Compass. I'm Jim Walker, your slightly caffeinated guide to ancient wisdom for modern chaos.
And I'm Eleanor Vance, here to provide the historical context and keep Jim from getting too carried away with his coffee metaphors.
Hey, my coffee metaphors are legendary. Before we dive into today's philosophical goodness, quick favor. If this Stoic stuff helps you navigate your day even a tiny bit better, smash that like button and subscribe. Please. My self-worth is dangerously tied to those numbers.
Your self-worth will survive, Jim. But seriously, folks, it genuinely helps the channel grow and reach more people who could use this wisdom.
We appreciate every single one of you listening right now.
Your support means we can keep proving that advice from 2,000 years ago can still be the best advice you get all week, which honestly says something about the quality of modern advice.
Ha, too true. All right, Ellie, today we're breaking down 6 absolutely powerful Stoic principles, brilliantly distilled by Ryan Holiday from Daily Stoic. These are genuine game changers, people.
Oh, I love his work. The man has this incredible talent for taking ideas from Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus and making them feel like they were written yesterday for your exact situation.
Exactly. And the first principle? It hit me like a ton of ancient Roman bricks. Ready for this mind bender? Events don't upset you, your beliefs do.
Ooh, straight from Epictetus. That guy knew what he was talking about. He was literally a slave who became one of history's most influential philosophers. His exact words were, "It's not events that disturb people, but their judgments concerning them."
Okay, give me the real-world version of this. When did this actually click for you?
Oh, classic scenario time. Picture this. Someone cuts me off in traffic. I'm seeing red, steam literally coming out of my ears, muttering about their driving skills, their life choices, probably their entire family tree.
Been there.
Right? The universal human pastime. But then, plot twist, I suddenly notice they've got a baby on board sign, and they're clearly swerving toward the hospital emergency entrance.
Oh no, and the anger just...
Poof, completely vanished. Suddenly I'm like, oh God, I hope everything's okay with that poor family.
Wait, hold on. So the actual event, being cut off in traffic, didn't change even one tiny detail, right?
Not one bit, but my belief about it completely flipped. From selfish, inconsiderate jerk ruining my day to panicked parent dealing with a terrifying emergency.
Mind officially blown. So I literally choose my own emotional weather forecast?
Now you're getting it. And here's the kicker. This is literally the foundation of modern cognitive behavioral therapy. The Stoics basically invented CBT before psychology was even a field of study.
No way. So my therapist is just a really expensive ancient Roman philosopher in disguise?
Pretty much, though probably with better dental work and central heating.
Ha! I'm never looking at therapy the same way again. Okay, principle number 2. Control what you can, ignore the rest. This is the big kahuna, right?
The famous Stoic dichotomy of control. Epictetus draws a very clear, non-negotiable line in the sand here. Your thoughts, opinions, actions, responses, that's your kingdom, your domain.
And everything else?
Not your circus, not your monkeys. Like stressing about whether it rains on your big outdoor wedding?
Total waste of precious mental energy.
Exactly. But having a gorgeous backup venue reserved, or investing in some elegant umbrellas, or deciding to embrace the romantic rain vibe, that's where your actual power lives.
Focus on your response to circumstances, not on shaking your fist at the weather gods. Man, I seriously need this concept tattooed somewhere highly visible. It would save me from so much daily frustration.
Which brings us perfectly to principle 3, and this one sounds like a total contradiction at first. Accept everything, but don't be passive.
Okay, hold up. That sounds like complete nonsense. Acceptance sounds so defeatist. Like, oh, well, my computer just crashed and ate 3 hours of work. Guess I'll just sit here and stare at this blue screen of death forever.
Right? But here's the thing. Stoic acceptance is the complete opposite of denial or resignation. Denial is when you're raging uselessly at reality. This shouldn't be happening. This is totally unfair.
Which is literally my factory default setting for any inconvenience.
Same. But Stoic acceptance is calmly saying, okay, this is happening right now. This is the reality I'm dealing with, like it or not. And that clarity, that honest assessment, that's what actually allows you to take smart, effective action.
So accept the computer crash completely, then immediately restart the system, call IT support, work for my phone backup, dig up that cloud save.
Bingo. It's not resignation at all. It's your launching pad for a rational, productive response. It's how you turn obstacles into advantages.
I love this framework so much. All right, principle 4 is really beautiful. Choose whose child you will be. Now that either sounds really profound or slightly creepy, depending on how you hear it.
Ha! It's the profound version, I promise. Seneca's brilliant idea is that we can literally choose our spiritual parents, our philosophical mentors. When you're facing a tough decision, you ask, what would my chosen wise person do here?
So instead of my usual knee-jerk reaction, which is typically to panic, get defensive, or make elaborate excuses, I could pause and ask, what would someone genuinely patient and wise do in this exact situation?
Exactly. You instantly elevate your perspective and your response options. It's like having a permanent council of wise advisors living rent-free in your head, ready to offer guidance whenever you need it.
My current mental counsel is usually just my hunger, my caffeine withdrawal headache, and my overwhelming desire for a nap. So this would be a massive, life-changing upgrade.
Major upgrade indeed. Now, Principle 5 is super practical and immediately actionable. Morning and evening rituals are essential. The Stoics were absolutely obsessed with these daily mental check-ins.
Like a pre-game pep talk and a post-game analysis session?
Perfect analogy. Marcus Aurelius would literally start his day by mentally preparing for challenges. I'm going to meet difficult people today. Unexpected problems will arise. So he'd be ready and resilient, not constantly surprised and reactive.
Premeditating all the possible annoyances and obstacles. That's actually genius. It completely takes the emotional sting out of them when they inevitably happen.
Right. And in the evenings, Seneca strongly recommended doing a quick but honest review. What did I handle well today? Where did I completely lose my cool and mess up? Not brutal self-criticism, just honest learning.
I desperately need this kind of structure in my life. I currently just collapse into bed completely exhausted and immediately start anxiety dreaming about tomorrow's overflowing email inbox. It's not exactly restorative.
See? A simple 5-minute evening reflection would be way more beneficial than that anxiety spiral. And finally, our 6th principle, practice gratitude. But this isn't your typical surface-level thankfulness.
Thank goodness, because I was about to start rattling off generic things I'm grateful for, like it's a forced Thanksgiving dinner conversation with distant relatives.
Ha! No, Marcus Aurelius had a much more intense, psychologically sophisticated method. He would regularly imagine, in vivid detail, what his life would be like without the things he completely took for granted: his health, his closest friends, even basic things like his eyesight or his morning routine.
Whoa! Without my sacred morning coffee ritual? Okay, I'm suddenly feeling some genuine, profound gratitude mixed with borderline panic at the thought.
There you go. It's called mental subtraction, and it completely shocks your complacent brain into real, visceral appreciation. The deeper point is that contentment isn't about constantly acquiring more stuff. It's about genuinely appreciating what you've already got.
Ellie, these 6 principles are absolutely incredible. They're deceptively simple concepts, but definitely not easy to implement consistently in real life. It's like having a practical toolkit for living a less frantic, more intentional existence.
That's exactly the goal. And remember, it's always about progress, not perfection. Nobody expects you to become a serene Stoic sage overnight.
Right, baby steps. I'm definitely starting with those morning and evening rituals. That feels most achievable. And seriously trying not to yell at traffic like a complete lunatic.
Perfect starting points. Listeners, we would absolutely love to hear which principle resonates most with you personally and which one you're planning to try implementing first in your own life.
Yeah, drop us a comment below and let us know. And if this episode helped you feel even slightly less insane about navigating modern life, please share it with someone who needs it. We're trying to build a community of slightly less frantic humans here.
I love that mission statement. Thanks for spending part of your valuable day with us, everyone.
Until next time, keep building that inner fortress of resilience and peace, preferably with better snacks than the ancient Romans had access to.
This podcast is powered by VoxCrea.ai, where your ideas find their voice and hopefully sound way smarter and more philosophical than they started out.